Right, that's it. I'm not moving. I've just sat down. Oh, there's a bit of motorbike racing. Oh, superbike. Snetterton. Oh, lovely. I haven't been to Snetterton for years. I used to love going to Snetterton because it's a fairly close circuit to here. So it used to be my nearest race circuit, and I used to go there when I had my motorbikes. Go and watch the superbike all those years ago. Oh my goodness me. Right, I've just muted it, so we're okay. Ah, gosh. I've got to take my shoes off while we're talking. It has been a fabulous day. I've had so much fun. The walk this morning was really good, albeit the grass was a little bit wet. It was good. Now, I got home, had a tea break, sorted out the wash machine, got the boys up into their kennels, and then I set off for Bottisham. I got there, it's probably about 12:30, quarter to 1, so we'll call it about 1 o'clock. I pulled into the entrance, and as soon as I pulled into the entrance, it started to rain. The clouds were really thick all the way there. I was looking at the sky thinking, oh, it's going to rain in a minute. Well, it did. As soon as I got there, the heavens opened. So I parked in my parking spot. They gave me a space right close to the entrance, which is really good. So I parked up, and dead across in front of me was a burger van. And I sat in the car thinking, right, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit in the car and wait for the rain to stop? Or am I going to go for the burger van? Because it was lunchtime, I thought, I'll go for the burger van. Now, this was all happening while there was a reenactment going on. I could hear all the machine gun fire and explosions going. And everybody was up that end. So the burger van was empty. So I thought, yes, burger. So I went and got a cheese and bacon burger and some chips. And then I went and got back in my car. There was nowhere to sit. There was a marquee, but the marquee was rammed because everybody was sheltering from the rain. So I went to my car, back to my car, and I sat in my car and I ate my dinner. That was lovely. And once I'd finished that, the rain had stopped, so I got out and I started to have a walk around, and I bumped into my uncle. And he was having a bit of time off. He was having like a break, a tea break. And so he was wandering around, and we bumped into each other. And he said my auntie was there, and I said, well, I'll find her later. I said, I'm going to have a little wander around. So he disappeared, and I had a wander around. And I eventually went back to where I'd seen my auntie earlier. She had been in they've got a cafeteria there, and I'd seen her behind the counter. So I thought, well, I'll go back there. So I went back there so I could have a cup of coffee, and she wasn't in there. So I thought, right, well, I'm not going to sit in here on my own. So I thought, well, I'll go back to where that burger van was, because they did drinks as well. They did coffees and teas and things like that. So I had a cappuccino, and I just bought it, and I turned around, and there was my auntie. She was in the marquee beside the burger van, and they were in there watching the dancers. And so she waved, she saw me, she waved, and I went over and we sat down, and I had my coffee and she had a chat. And then she got up and had a dance. So I took a film of her dancing, which I think I might load onto my YouTube. I don't think she'll mind. And that was lovely. That was so nice. She had to go back to work after that. I finished off, tidied up, and I went home as well. So I've literally just got home, and it's 5:15 now. I've been here since about 5. I've just let the boys out of the shed. So yes, so the boys had their dinner. I think the Scotty, I think, is behind the sofa. I heard him. I don't know where the beagle is. And there it is. I got my cup of tea. So I'm going to sign out, guys. I'm going to leave you to it, and I'm going to have my cup of tea. So I love you to bits, and I'll speak to you later. Okay, bye-bye.